This is King from Kingz Den Entertainment. Here with my man Dills, aka Skin and Bones. About to get to the bottom of some stuff, you know what I mean? Okay, first question, man. People want to know, who is Skin and Bones?
Yo, what it is. I mean, basically, you know, nigga from the 317, you know, we representing that, you know, pretty much trying to represent the Midwest for 2099. Been in the game now for 10 and some change, 10 years and some change, and basically just trying to bring back our Midwest swag, you know what I'm saying? So I done had shouts out to Steady Beating Records, who gave us our first video. You might know us in Chicago, where, you know, Mo Show, the Shit's No DVD series, Anger, Pain, and Frustration. People knew me as Doctrino back then, you know what I'm saying, or Little Doc. So we did that, you know, we put out a little so-called gospel gangster album. We was trying to touch all bases. The LB the Ghost mixtape and Wise Fella mixtape. You know, been tutelaged under these cats that's been working with Godfather Soul Entertainment, which was James Brown's situation. So that's L.A. Brown, you know, Forever and Ever L.A. Style, Steady Beating Records. Basically touched down with Apex Entertainment, Bill Marsh, you know what I'm saying, and just been keeping things moving on that level for a long time. Getting it done. Smooth Stone Studios, the Candy Family, Midwest, you know what I'm saying, just doing a lot of things. So pretty much Skin and Bones is just been around for a long time in a lot of different forms, but now he's really coming out to the forefront because his stuff is tough.
That's what's up. All right, for real, is Skin and Bone affiliated with Bone Thugs and Harmony?
That's probably the biggest, most, you know, wonderful question that people want to really know or ask, and the answer to that is, as an affiliate, yes, in a lot of ways. You could even say he's a future Thug in Harmony, simply because people got to realize that in '03, when people knew Skin and Bones as Doctrino or Doc, Lil Doc, Busy Bone and Rick Robinson, or Double R at the time, were doing their business ventures together with the 7 Sign, and in a particular place known as the 765 area code, was throwing a show at one of the most notorious clubs in that area, known as the Place to Be, where my cousin TikTok was tied with L Train, and they basically inked a deal with Big Bub and them, and they did their thing. Well, we just happened to be in a Place to Be with our entourage and our family, you know, and we got a chance to kick it with Josiah, Baby Phil, you know what I'm saying, J1, and Double R, because it was his album release party, the reincarnated street entrepreneur era. So this is when Busy was getting his solo career really on track. And we actually lined up with 7 Sign, but there was really no actual affiliation at the time. It was just street teaming the show and stuff. And because we were influenced by the Mo Thug, Bone Thug sound and the 7 Sign sound, this is what came of that. So we had an opportunity to really get close, really get in tune, and spend time with them. But I had no real concept of what it would be like to be on a label of that level. So that's where the beginning of the journey started for Skin and Bone.
That's what's up, boss. That's what's up. All right, got another question for you. Who is Dre Ghost?
Now that is what basically brought us to full-fledged affiliation, because during the time we were basically trying to get things together with IMG or 7 Sign during the Double R and Busy Bone era. Years later, even as far as about '07, we bumped into an individual known as Jordy, who was street teaming for the Boneyard, which Dre Ghost basically runs or started up. Unbeknownst to myself who he really was, he is actually what the Funk Brothers was to Motown. This man constructed, you know, the whole Eternal 1999, The Art of War, along with people like Virgil Davis, Aaron Connor, you know what I'm saying, Tony C. This man was shotgun to Unique, but this man played like an A&R type deal, and he's just the man that brought a lot of things together, not to mention the sole creator of the Crossroads that sold over 20 million copies, let's just say. And this man is the one who's carried the vision, you know, right-hand man to Lazy Bone for LDT, so many things. And this man has taken upon himself to start a whole new generation of Future Thugs in Harmony in his own right, and just bringing the business to a whole nother level. Has basically been a mentor to me and someone that I look up to a whole lot.
All right, that's cool, man. What is the Boneyard Army Enterprise?
Well, basically, again, shouts out to Dragos, T.Y., Junebug. There is a project known as the Con Artist Project, which includes Junebug, Dragos, and, should I say T.Y. and Chameleon at the time, three of those people. Dragos was the man behind the scenes that connected. Of course, Lazy Bone presented the project, but shouts out to T.Y. and Junebug because they are also the core units to the Boneyard, which basically is an offspring of Mo Thug, artists that never really were able to be noticed. And these guys have just enterprised on a whole nother level and started a yard for the lost souls of that sound. But it's really just a branch or a brand off, as is to say Donato's was to McDonald's. So, it may have that vibe, or it may even have certain characters from that, but we're really on a whole nother level. We're just trying to swoop up the different souls that were lost at the crossroads and didn't make it to the mountaintop. So, you get a whole new brand, a whole new flavor, but the same vibration.
All right. Who is TPO and what is BTS?
TPO is originally was constructed from the Seventh Sign. At the time was a brother known as Eliano Nino, who was taking care of a lot of business for BB Gambini on behalf of the Seventh Sign, which he did his best and he did well. We came together, we went to Columbus, Ohio, touched down with these brothers, and we made a few tracks here and there, some that you can find on MySpace through the Power of One Family MySpace site. But we were getting on basically our little version of the Next Generation of Bone Brother project type deal. Him and I trying to bridge the gap on this oneness campaign that we were building with around the time that people were listening to the story, speaking in tongues for the fans 1 and 2. So this is the era that we connected to. And basically the Power of One Family, or the Power of One music group, was created in the likeness of the Murder Inc. situation, where Jay-Z, Ja Rule, and DMX were supposed to do the Murder Inc. thing. We didn't get all our tracks done the way we wanted it to get done, so we had a few outtakes and so forth, and I began to continue to move the Irv Gotti level and just begin to sign people like Playboy Nice, at the time Paradise, who's still a good artist, shouts out to him, Halo Kwanzaa, and so many others. Shouts out to Lady Infinite, people that just supported that movement of taking the music to a whole nother level commercially, but staying rooted in the underground, using what razzle dazzle and sparkles and sprinkles we got from our Bone Thug affiliation and taking it to that ring. So you could say it was kind of on and off, like the next generation of what people knew the Seventh Sign to kind of be or going, but didn't completely do, and then we just took it on some Star Trek, the Next Generation, Deep Space Nine type stuff.
All right. What part does King's Den play in your business?
Well, basically, before I get to that, I definitely want to also say that BTS was basically known as now the BoneThugStory.net, is a forum and like a MySpace for all of your Bone Thug inquiries or questions or anything that has to do with the affiliates. So BoneThugStory.net, you definitely want to go there to get a lot of information as well. But basically, King's Den is another chamber. If you want to look at like how Wu-Tang gets down, they got so many chambers. Well, King's Den is basically a monster mob of all type of talent, music, promotions, production, in the tradition, I say, of even what you might have heard from a Scales of the Seventh Sign. This man, basically ran by a man known as King, who basically is hosting this radio interview, is just doing a lot of things, and we think that it's important that people know the talent that we got out the Indianapolis 317 area code by way of Detroit, what we're doing on this level. So we decided just to continue to link up and make these things known. So yes, definitely be looking out for King and the King's Den Entertainment family, because they're very much a part of this Future Thug and Harmony movement in their own right, doing what they do best, making music and putting good material out there.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up. Who else does Skin and Bones associate with, and why?
Well, we want to give shots out definitely to Thug Made Mafia, because this is like the next level